Okay, my favorite memory? Gosh, wow, there's too many. I'll just pick one, okay.
I would say definitely study abroad was one of the greatest things I've actually ever did. It came out of nowhere. I changed my major and then I was like, oh, this fits in my major, and like it fits in my schedule, and I was like, let's do it. And then I went abroad and it was like life-changing.
I think probably the creative writing conferences and getting to work on the literary journal, just to really engage in a deep literary community.
I'm sorry for students who have negative memories of Dylan, but that's probably the best one for me, is just laughing there for like way longer than we had any right to.
Oh, wow, that's a hard question. Favorite memory. I would have to say my favorite memory was probably when the Spanish department, a lot of the minors went to Ecuador, and so we had 12 Linfield students tromping around in the Amazon, and it feels like you're walking through water, and we just kind of had the camaraderie of our group of this, tight-knit Linfield community in this random place in the world. Something about that is really special.
I don't know, there's a lot of memories, and I don't know if you could really just file it down to one, but I would say any time that I was able to just hang out with the guys that I was close with, and whether it was being at each other's houses or bonfires or some events here on campus, whenever I was just with them, we had great memories, and I was able to recall those, and from the last 4 years up until last weekend.
I got waitlisted at like my top schools, and Linfield decided to give me the most money because I was kind of diverse, and I'm not from a lot of money, so having that big financial security at Linfield really helped me choose Linfield.
Power Small College, honestly. I came here and I was like, this is tiny and I love it, and I like being able to walk around campus and see faces and recognize people and be able to say hi and actually see them the next day too.
So I came to visit. I absolutely just fell in love with the community, fell in love with Oregon. The school, everything just felt right for me. Everything, it really just felt like home, so I knew I was in the right place.
Even though I normally like to think that I make decisions very logically, I make pro and con lists, I'm a big fan of anything that I can point out and say, here's the evidence for why I did this. A lot of why I came to Linfield was that when I was visiting here, I was just walking around campus and I just felt like this is where I was supposed to be.
Besides sports, I wanted to look at something that was academically rigorous, and Linfield seemed to fit that, but that wasn't the main thing that kind of got me here. When I was visiting Oregon and visiting McMinnville and Linfield, there was just a lot of similarities to my hometown.
The reason I decided to transfer is just because I wanted a more positive overall experience. And when I came to Linfield and toured the campus and met some of the students and the faculty and also the basketball team, it was just an immediate connection. And I had never experienced so much community in just one visit to a college campus, and I immediately just wanted to be a part of it.
It was also the most excited I was when I got my letter, even though it wasn't the most exclusive school, it wasn't the most prestigious. But it was the one where I got it and I was like, oh good, my story can start now. This is it.
I think something I'm really proud of is just being involved in everything I have been. I've been involved in residence life, wine studies, athletics here, and I've had a big role in all three of these activities. So I'm just really proud of being a part of this community.
I think finishing, probably. Just finally getting my degree and moving ahead in my academic career.
I finished. I did it in 4 years.
What's next for me? First, I'm going to enjoy my post-grad life and take a quick trip to Europe. And after that, I'm going to be working with Columbia Sportswear in their Learning and Leadership Development Department, as well as their Organizational Change Management team.
Next for me is I'll be pursuing to get my MBA at George Fox University, as well as being the assistant coach for the men's tennis team here at Linfield College.
I am planning on doing Peace Corps. I will be going to Indonesia to teach English about 7th and 8th grade or above that.
After graduation, I plan to stay in McMinnville or the Portland area for a few months and try to get some work PAing or interning or being an extra on set. And then in August, I plan to move down to LA and pursue the film dream.
My plan to do with my degree is to go into event planning.
My next steps are to work at PO Excavating and be trained as their estimator. Then come August, I'll be attending UNLV for their Civil and Construction Management Master's Program.
Next for me is going to Pennsylvania for a master's program in student affairs and higher education at Slippery Rock University.
What's next for me is grad school, MFA poetry program at the University of Victoria in BC, Canada.
It's a little bittersweet. This is where I've made most of my memories, and leaving everyone, not being able to walk 10 feet down the hall to my best friends. It's a little bittersweet, but I'm excited to get out there. So.
I would say my proudest moment as a student was going through my first year and knowing that I could go through college. But I think after Sunday, that's going to be my proudest moment to have.